What up? It's your boy T-Bone, a reaction to today's Wrestling Wednesday. I had 10 another video to react to after this, but I wanted to do this instead since I went to search for the video I just did a minute ago. The minute what I did was 10 dumb WWE title changes we didn't want to admit was genius. That's all. They had another one about booking decision that you didn't want to admit as genius, and that was a cool video to react to. So check that and see that Walt Coach got a lot of these 10 dumb WWE acts that we didn't want to admit as genius, like such as signing and stories. So, but I want to do the booking one, so it seems like a good issue one to check out. So, without further ado, let's check it out.
A bald guy who positively reviews wrestling shows on the internet. Sounds rubbish, right? That's life. Sometimes you can write things down on paper and they shouldn't work, yet somehow they take off. It's been this way with wrestling for years too, an idea which should be horrible clicks and becomes awesome. So I am Simon Miller. Welcome, my friends. Let's run down 10 of these right now. Number 10, the Stooges. So let's get two legendary old-timers and have them play idiots next to Vince McMahon.
I remember this.
Some people were livid when they first heard this. The secret source was how Pat Patterson...
To be honest, this was genius. This was genius, no lie.
Howard Briscoe approached
RP to Pat Briscoe despite his controversy.
There was no second guessing. They threw themselves into it with so much gusto.
Yeah,
it was hilarious. They were essentially jesters. They took bumps for anyone and everyone, and they even fell out from time to time. Plus, there was that mini feud with the Mean Street Posse. This was just good stuff. It worked too as the fans gravitated towards it after a while. Good is good. And in terms of making yourself work in a different era, boom! This is the way. Number 9, Mandy Rose goes to NXT. This was seen as a...
Even though she went heel, this was cool. I remember her making a little appearance. And we was all comparing it to Lex Luger stepping up at WCW. And then, too, he made a meme with her face on Lex Luger's body doing it. So, yeah.
Demotion at first, but no. If anything, Mandy Rose opened the door to prove going back to NXT can serve as the best career resurgence.
I think she was like the first, to be honest, to literally do it.
21, and Mandy had been doing okay on the main roster. WWE had sort of pigeonholed her, and the story with Otis had run out of steam, mostly due to the pandemic. Couldn't pay it off properly. As soon as Rose returned to the third brand, though, it just worked. Not only did she improve in the ring and on the mic, she totally updated her character. What was the end result? A huge NXT women's title run that everybody thought was pretty damn good.
For the
Rose also had the group Toxic Attraction, which helped others along the way. And of course, the only reason this ended was due to the company and Mandy falling out.
All kayfabe gimmicks there, the reason they released it was bullshit. I don't care what anyone say. The reason this is bullshit. I hope that she do get to come back as well too with Triple H in charge, but that was bullshit. That'd be a, you know what? I just thought about it. Big little storyline. Her and Gigi return and go out to JC with her new Fatal Influence one. That'd be interesting right there as well too. And they get find a third girl to go along with them. That'd be pretty interesting. I had thought about that too.
Outside activities. Looking back now, though, there was nothing readily available for her on Raw or SmackDown, so she bet on herself, and it was the perfect shift. More wrestlers who need something new should do this.
Her desire being a heel, but
showed us a different way. Number 8, Ted DiBiase finds The Undertaker. So this didn't really play out on TV the way it was meant to, or at least the SummerSlam 1994.
The fake Undertaker, y'all.
I get that, but people forget this. I still love it because I was basically a fetus when I first witnessed this. 2 Undertakers was the best thing.
Simon, how the fuck old are you, dog? The dude seems old like he's older than me, but he say he's a fetus when this happened? Hold on, dog. How the hell old are you? What culture, Simon? What the fuck your age is, dude? What is your age? 84. You was no damn fetus, dude. He's 84, baby, man. You weren't no damn fetus, bruh. Anyway, I don't know why he said that.
If we go to the Bruce Pritchard podcast, though, he claims when this story started, it was meant to be Ted DiBiase going out there and finding a darker version of the dead man.
Okay.
It was just a bit odd. He was pretty damn dark. So when the WWF pivoted and said that actually the $1 Million Man believed his own hype and riches so much that he could convert someone to become an even better phenom, yeah, that works. It's actually more layered. It means multiple people had a stake in this. It was essentially telling you that Ted was drunk on power. So much so, he truly thought after the OG Undertaker had turned his back, he could just manipulate a new one. It just summed up what he did throughout his World Wrestling Federation career. Money will get you.
And then later on with the $1 Million
Again,
faction.
this doesn't really come across when you go back and check
The
it
$1 Million
out.
team
This
or
was the
corporation. $1 Million
concept.
corporation.
Not so bad when you do it that way. I mean, it doesn't explain why Leslie Nielsen was trying to sort this come SummerSlam.
Wow.
WWF was just a bit weird back then. Number 7, Drew McIntyre fails in Wales. You need everything that happened afterwards to make this work, but hey, it did happen. With a WWE plan,
Which one, though?
It doesn't matter.
Which one?
Nowadays, it feels like a home run. But
Both
some
of them
people,
were just-
very
oh, this one.
understandably, were livid that Drew McIntyre.
This one, then, damn, I don't know about that. But I was gonna say, yeah, if it was the one with him against Gunther, yeah. But this one,
I fell to beat Roman Reigns
At the time.
The Castle 2022. It seemed so obvious given we were in his fake hometown of Wales, but no. WWE decided to expand the bloodline as Solo Sikoa made his main roster debut, and the rest is history. Look at it now, though. This was the catalyst for the Scottish Warrior starting to lose his mind.
I guess so.
Despite constant screw jobs, nobody cares. If that's how things were gonna be, he would take matters into his own hands. As he became the best version of himself ever, he hit some career highs. Without this and other sad moments, he wouldn't have the justification needed to become the ultimate Drew McIntyre. That's way better than an admittedly cool title win, which likely would have been over a few weeks after pulling the trigger. It also opened the door for this excellent feud with CM Punk.
in case you wondering, the idea about the main thing, I'm trying to talk to my friends about that real quick as well too when I'm listening to it. So sorry about that. 'Cause I know people say, get off your phone. I get it.
Bravo all round. This has been some top-tier storytelling from WWE and Drew, and it can kind of all be traced back to here. No idea if it was meant to happen, but it's still a pat on the back for those that were involved. You can only use what you have, and yeah, we used it and then some. Number 6, Drew McIntyre fails in Scotland, which helped here too.
Same thing.
It's like a story in 2 acts. This
It
is
wasn't.
arguably more
It wasn't Gunther's Priest. I'm tripping.
controversial because Drew had become his final form by this stage, and he could have won the world title. Nobody would have blinked. Instead, not only did we hark back to the first Clash at the Castle, we made it 10 times more painful, as McIntyre was screwed again, this time by CM Punk. It was even more hard-hitting here too. We were in Drew's proper hometown. Look where we got to, though. Would we have bought into the Punk McIntyre Hell in a Cell as much without these beats? I don't think so. There's a reason WWE brought back the Bad Blood name. It's because Triple H knew he had this feud in his pocket. Ticked all the boxes. To get there, though, we had to introduce proper Raid, which is why McIntyre got ruined here, and CM Punk kept getting ruined in Chicago. Doesn't take a genius. We just went the most obvious and emotional route. I suppose the best part is the trust you can now have in WWE storytelling. They do know where they're going, and you'll get that payoff. As awful as it sounds to say, we can just sit back and enjoy the ride. For once, they may actually be telling the truth. Finally. Number 5, Eric Bischoff gives Triple H the new world title.
Do we really think we really want to admit that really want to call the dreadful Reign of Terror genius? Do we really want to call that? Do we really want to call that genius one? Be honest. I guess unless you're a Hill fan, you enjoy anything with Heat, yeah. But do you really want to admit that was genius? It's folks who still. That's why I call it dreadful. I ain't just calling just because I don't go a roll Hill. Just in general, a lot of people got fucked over. A good amount of people got fucked over because of that damn Reign of Terror. Be honest.
So I do get if this one still annoys you.
It does.
Could have done more, and Triple H just getting a brand new world championship made it feel less important at first. It's just how it works. This was September 2002, and fans were livid at the game for what they deemed to be ruling Raw with an iron fist, which is why the then WWE did this. Just go and watch any Triple H promo after the fact. He didn't shy away from it. He mentioned it over and over to piss the audience off even more.
Yeah, I know.
He was grinning right in the face of the haters. So the mistake part in this actually comes from the fact that nobody came in to wreck Hunter, which is what Booker T should have done a few months later. But the idea of an asshole getting a freebie and reveling in it, that's old school wrestling story. We just forgot the last part. RVD, Shawn Michaels, and Goldberg were all in this position too to ram it back down Triple H's throat, but yeah. This is where it does get a little messy. In terms of going to it to begin with, however, I think it would have been fine.
Don't forget
Two bad
Kane,
people
man, 'cause Jesus.
doing bad things before Hulk Hogan's WrestleMania 9 win. So you will never get me on board with this. It was stupid then, and it's even more stupid now. While I'm sure Hogan was
because
also
it was on the title change one again.
begging Vince McMahon to let him walk out after the Mania 9 main event to win the world title from Yokozuna, McMahon could have said no. He didn't. Ultimately, this was his choice. If we go back to this idea on paper too, sure, I get it.
But
the WWF,
like I said in the last video, the rare time I don't agree with a moment with a babyface. You know, I back up anything babyface, even John Cena and Team Cena beating Nexus. But this one, nah. Only reason, not mainly because of Yokozuna. I mean, all KB aside, that sucked for Yokozuna, but also it sucked for Bret Hart as well too.
Pick up the backside because business was not good, so why not bring back the former hero and have him shockingly become the world champion again? You can see the logic. Fans of the night loved it too because we all want to be a part of a shock, so once again, it was the fallout here which was even more awful. Hogan should have used this and his star power to help Bret Hart and Yoko reach new levels, but he did not. He went back to task and put himself first, so within days the audience was done with this. They didn't really want to go back to the 80s. It meant Vince was just buying himself some time, and he knew that too. That's why when we got to that year's King of the Ring, we undid all of this and put the title back on Zunes. And soon after Hulk went to WCW, none of this was a fluke. If we had Hulkamania finally fall to a badass heel, the conversation around this would have been night and day. Hogan couldn't help himself though, so yeah, this was rubbish and always will be. Number 3, Cody Rhodes steps aside for The Rock. So this was not planned, it was happy happenstance.
Definitely. Now this we call a very beautiful mistake. One thing I don't like about it is nothing with neither one of them guys. It's the damn fans who call us cold crybabies still being crybabies that we didn't get Roman versus Rock. It is just one dickhead in my group who put these analysis. He said what he said. Oh yeah, something like you went on if Luke Skywalker went to Darth Vader, you want to put him aside to give it Han Solo the chance because it is whatever it is for because they want it. How that sound? Like he really try to he using that notion to make us feel bad. I get where you going, but fuck out of here, yo. The decision on trying to have Rock take Cody's spot was not cool, not good. I get it. We could have got Rock versus Roman, but no, not the time. If you want to do it, should have did the previous preview. But scheduling, I get it. But at the same time, so that's why I'm hoping they kind of do this for WrestleMania, so we keep hearing the same bitch about the same folks, including that one dickhead. I'm not going to mention names. I'm going to stop doing that in case I'm getting myself in trouble with folks, but still.
It works. Soon after the Royal Rumble, though, winner Cody Rhodes did indeed sacrifice his world title shot against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40, because apparently The Rock wanted first dibs. Basically how it was explained to us. He was out of Cody's hands as management had spoken, and yeah, I get it. The Rock is one of the biggest stars in the world. If you can get him on Mania, you probably should. It was still a huge shame because fans like you and me felt bad for Rhodes. He had worked his butt off for 2 years, and the story investment was there. We'd all bought into this idea that now was the time to finish his story. That's mostly because it was. Within 2 days, social media had exploded with "We Want Cody" hashtags, to the point it was obvious WWE couldn't carry on with this. The last match at Mania 40 now ran the risk of getting a reaction nobody wanted, including the great one. As such, and WWE talked about this on that YouTube documentary.
Yeah, they learned a lesson. You got it. You got what the same result we got when not saying it was a babyface, cool, but you got the same result from the asshole fans who was booing him during his WrestleMania win, Royal Rumble win, and with Rock helping him, and then not doing any help. So you would have got the same reaction. In Philly, by the way, remember, that was in Philly. Did you want that same reaction in Philly? No, you don't. So them changing it up was the right decision. So those one who keep bitching about Rock Roman should have happened because it was a Roman story anyway. No. Shut the fuck up and wait your turn. Cody's stories was more important than Roman's story. Roman was holding the title for four 40 damn years. It would have been longer if you went that way. Because even have Rock take away from him, it was a slap in the face for guys, including Cody and many others who had a chance to take the title, and you didn't let him take it, but you let Rock take it as well too. Been a big slap in the face. So yeah, whatever this happened afterwards was the right decision. So thank you, WWE and Triple H, for listening, and screw the guys, who's the haters who didn't want it because they want to keep bitching on both woman by not getting it because of how they are not liking Cody. The main reason they're showing hate towards Cody's title run because they wanted Rock versus Roman.
They made a huge pivot, turned the Rock heel. He teamed up with Roman Reigns.
Thank God.
The whole
we got what we got.
Better than whatever.
Oh, and look at it. Number one, you got the Final Boss Rock, which everybody can't stop Raven. With heel fans can't stop Ravenbach. 1-1. Number two, the bloodline story ain't over, and we got a bloodline civil war going. So, be satisfied. Stop bitching.
This was truly awesome stuff. It also breathed new life into Rocky, who, as it turned out, benefited.
Exactly.
I think we've probably got our setup for Mania 41's main event too. The American Nightmare versus the Final Boss. That rules.
Well, I'd rather than be Rock versus Roman in a way. But if you have to do that, I'm not mad at it. But I just want Rock versus Roman just so that the fans will stop bitching.
There's been a rumor out there too that before CM Punk got injured at the Royal Rumble, we were going to have the Bloodline injure Cody to the point he wouldn't have competed at Mania at all.
Wow.
If that's true, there would have been riots.
You got that right.
Stop that too. And
Thank you.
What we got was the best of all
Jesus
scenarios.
Christ.
So no matter how we got there, excellent stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Talked about for a long time.
Thank God none of that stuff happened.
For seeing it through,
and we got Rose
to do. Eventually.
Who is doing a good job as a champion. I don't give a fuck what anybody else say. He's doing his best with the book he's given. So screw the haters on that one as well too. And it's not because Cody fans are turning on Cody. No, it's the fans who never wanted Cody to win in the first place. The fans never wanted the match to happen in the first place. The fans who was heel bloodliners, bootlickers. That's our haters. Nothing more. But none more. Not the current babyface bloodline like fans like I am. The ones that was feeling as a heel. Them. Nothing more. Let's keep going.
Number 2, Steve Austin joins the alliance. So Steve Austin going heel was a mistake all round. Fans knew this, he knew this, my man knew this. He did give us unhinged Stone Cold, which was awesome, but in terms of a business decision, bad. There was a bizarre upside to this, though, and that was in the fact that after a few months, an obvious story popped up. How do we get the old rattlesnake back? WWE leaned into this, and we even had some over-the-top wonderful production videos asking that question. So when he finally did leave all of this behind, people were happy. I mean, a large part of the fan base had left by this point, so you can't say it was good. We're talking about dumb booking decisions that didn't just tank everything. This was the positive. I suppose you could argue that Austin sticking to the same course early 2001 would have resulted in a certain staleness too. I don't believe that, but Steve did. He gets wrestling way more than I do. Of course, we shall never know, but at least we had that amazing video package with Vince McMahon asking for the old Stone Cold. And if you haven't seen that, change that today. Number 1, Brock Lesnar loses in his first match back in WWE. And this was nuts. It was 2012 during Extreme Rules when Brock fought John Cena.
This is another one. Like I said, this is one of the babyface decision I'm okay with. And I was okay with it. Now, I mean, some folks said it wasn't okay with this, but I was okay with this as well too. Like I said, the only rare babyface decision that was a bad decision I'm not going to let pass either is that Hogan one. This one, I don't care.
Cena in a proper violent fight and was defeated. Felt weird, especially because Lesnar had just returned from the UFC. If he's going to be in a match where anything goes, surely he has to win. No. The real reason management did this was to teach Brock a lesson for leaving all those years ago, and yes, that is stupid. That's why the Triple H feud was all over the place too. Thankfully, Lesnar had an ace in the hole, however. His name was Paul Heyman. Always happy to make lemonade from lemons, Heyman started cutting promos saying this was the worst thing that could have happened to the locker room because Brock was even more dangerous now. His pride had been wounded. We still needed The Undertaker win at WrestleMania 30 to turn him into this beast, which is a hill I'll die on. But again, if WWE was always going to have Lesnar lose day 1, this was exactly the way to sort it out after the fact. Sometimes, though, maybe just don't make it so hard and have the dude you want to push win a lot of matches. Know of any other silly bookings that somehow worked out the
And there you have it though, right there. 10 bookings that we didn't want to admit with Genius as well too. So other than that, if you agree or disagree, comment below. If you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T signing off. One love.